Welcome to Get a Clue, Casual Gamer, where we get a clue, C-L-U-E, about a game. Today we're getting a look at Kohaku. I have held this back for a long time. It is my absolute favorite game. Very relaxing, very pretty, and I finally feel confident enough to be able to share this with you. I held back because it hasn't always been easy to find. And when we get to E for ease, we'll talk about that a little bit more. But today we're going to get a clue about Kohaku. Clue C, components. What do you find when you open this box? Well, this is what you're going to find. Let's start with the small thing. 4 player aid cards. Love games that give you a player aid card. Now, I don't need it anymore because I have played this game a lot. But on one side you have these, and on the other side, actually, it's showing the same thing on both sides. That's okay. 4 player aid cards. They are there. You will also have 4 scoring fish, 1 for each person, or if you're playing a solo game, 1 for you and 3 for easy, medium, and hard to see what level you actually get to. Then there's this small board that is used in the middle of the table to place what's coming up next. But when the game is over, when you go to score it, you flip it over, and this is the score thing, 1 to 100. And basically you get to 100 and then you start over again, because I think I very rarely do I not make it past 100. So one side, the playing board, the other side, the scoring board. Besides that, you will have a quantity of koi tiles. In fact, you'll have 58 of them. They look kind of like this. See? This is a red and white one with some baby fish. This is a red one with some baby fish. Let's see what we got here. We've got a black and red with a baby fish and a dragonfly, and here another black and red with a dragonfly and a baby fish. These all are important for scoring. Now, I have these separate, not just because of how much space they take in the bag, but these are specifically for when you have 3 or 4 players, and I rarely have 3 or 4 players, so I just keep these separate, and you know that they're for 3 player and 4 player by the little dots of the corners. And so I just keep them in a separate bag so that I don't have to mess with them. And then this is the ones that I play with every time I play, whether it's by myself or with one other person. Those are my 2 favorite ways of playing this game, even though it plays 2 to 4 players, well, 1 to 4 players. The other thing you're going to find in this box are 62 feature tiles. The koi fish tiles have the fish symbol on the back, and these have like a lily pad leaf look on the back, and they'll have flowers or turtles, butterflies, 2 colors of flowers. There's also some structures in here. They're all different kinds of features is what they call them in the game. And that and the rule book, that's it. That's what you're going to find inside this box. Now, I do have the expansion, which I actually have not played yet. I don't think there's a solo mode for it. And these are the things that come in the expansion, the Sundial expansion. But they had a really good deal, and since I know I love this game, I got them just in case I needed to spice it up after I know it so well, because I've played it a lot. But anyway, those are the components that you will find inside this box. length of play of Kohaku. The length of play, L. How long is this game going to take me? It takes around 30, 45 minutes. Time goes pretty quickly. It also depends on how many times you've played it. I've played it enough times that I'm pretty quick at my choices. I'm not a heavy strategist, but I do love the way it plays. So 30 minutes is really nothing. 30 to 45 minutes, let's say, for length of play. 30 to 45. Okay. Uniqueness. Does this remind you of anything that you might have already played? Well, it does remind me of a whole lot of games which were in a video that I just made a little while ago that played, I think, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, on games that have this kind of mechanic to them. Their territory building. What's the fancy word? Let me look up my notes. The pattern building or tableau building, tile placement, hand management, not so much for this one. Drafting. You're drafting the tiles in the game. You'll have a choice, fish, features, and you will be picking two that are side by side and placing them in front of you. So I'm not sure of any mass market game that plays like this, but there are a pile of games that are similar in what we're going to call the hobby games. It is a mechanic or mechanism, an action that happens a lot in games, and it becomes very comfortable because you've done it so many times in so many games. So unique, it is unique compared to what you're going to find at Walmart, but it's really something that you're going to find often when you look for it. There's so many games, but there are plenty that do this similar kind of game. That's uniqueness. Ease. How easy is this to learn, teach, play? How easy is it to find? How easy is it on a pocketbook? Learn, teach, play. You set it up and you pick two tiles that are next to each other and you place them in front of you. That's the game. Of course, there's strategy. When you put koi fish with babies next to a feature that is rocks, you get extra points for every baby fish that is next to a square that has the rocks on it. If you have a fish that has a dragonfly with it and it's next to a frog feature, then the frog loves dragonflies, and so you get points for every dragonfly that's on with the koi fish around the frog. And so there's different ways of adding extra points. When it comes to flowers, if next to it is a fish that's yellow or black in this case, or even more, you get 2 points for each of those. But if it has yellow and black, you get 3 points for each one of those. And then if all four sides are of a single color, let me find a single color. If all four sides are covered, you actually get 12 points. You get 2 points for every yellow, 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 yellow. But if all four are yellows, you get 12 points. So there is a placement thing. The butterflies. That means that anything in the same column or row that has any koi fish that has red in it, you get an extra 2 points. So there's all these little ways of getting points just over and over, and it's just it's really a fun thing because you don't know until the very end when you're scoring everybody on the scoreboard really who won. And so the whole game is fun because there's no obvious winner. There is no obvious winner until you get to the end. And of course, somebody who's played it a lot of times might have the strategy down a little bit better than someone who's just learning it. But until the very end, it's a fun game. It's an easy game. You just pick two tiles and place them. That's it. So easy to learn, teach, play. It really is. And even the instruction book, you have the components, the setup, and then you have the gameplay. And then the end of the game is over here. This is just explaining what you're going to find on the different features. And then this shows you how to score. That's it. That's the thing. Here's the solo game and how to score it. It's just very simple and elegant game and beautiful. I love all these koi fish and all of these flowers and other types of features. It's just a relaxing game. The original version that came out, and if you can find the deluxe version anywhere, which I have not found and would cost more, used acrylic tiles. The second edition, which is what is available out there, because we won't get to easy to find, is cardboard. But they're still pretty. They're not as nice as the acrylic ones, but they are nice. They are very nice. And they're sturdy and they're well made. And so yes, by all means, I absolutely love this game. So how easy is it to find? How easy is it on your pocketbook? Let me look at my notes. Okay, easy to find. It was out of stock at Game Nerds when I looked today. Board Game Bliss had it for around $28. Amazon didn't have it. MiniatureMarket.com did have it for $26. So it was $27.28 at Board Game Bliss. It was $26 at Miniature Market. If all else fails, you can always go to the distributor's website, 25th Century Games, 25th Century online, and they have it for retail, which is $35. So it's not going to cost you more than $35. It is an excellent, excellent game. I love this game. It's like, I haven't gushed this much with any other game because it is my favorite right now. So, and it has been for months. So it's kind of like, I love Kohaku, and I invite you to check it out. If this looks interesting, go find a video on how to play it so that you can actually see the nice production of, tabletop with the movement and everything. Just be aware that they all seem to have the original acrylic tiles. They will not be the acrylic tiles, but that also means that these tend to cost half the price of what those did. So just letting you know. So that is getting a clue about a game called Kohaku. God bless you and your family. Happy gaming until next time. Bye.